In 1984, a new kind of action hero burst onto the silver screen. His name was Axel Foley, and he was unlike anything we'd seen before. Eddie Murphy, fresh from his Saturday Night Live success, brought this character to life in Beverly Hills Cop. Axel Foley is a Detroit cop who heads to Beverly Hills to solve his friend's murder. He's smart, he's funny, and he doesn't play by the rules. Murphy's portrayal is electric. The fish-out-of-water story works perfectly. Axel's street smarts clash hilariously with Beverly Hills' posh atmosphere. Director Martin Brest balances the action and comedy expertly. From the opening car chase to the final showdown, the movie never lets up. When Beverly Hills Cop hit theaters, no one could have predicted its massive success. The movie was an instant hit. It raked in over $234 million at the domestic box office. It became the highest-grossing film of the year. Not bad for a movie that was originally meant to star Sylvester Stallone. Critics loved it too. They praised Murphy's performance in the movie's blend of action and comedy. Roger Ebert gave it 3.5 out of 4 stars. He called it one of the most exciting, funny and alive movies of the year. The New York Times said it was full of bright, sassy, quite irresistible humor. The movie's success wasn't just about numbers. It resonated with audiences in a way few films do. Beverly Hills Cop wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. The soundtrack was a smash hit too. Eddie Murphy's performance in Beverly Hills Cop is nothing short of legendary. It's the role that defined his career. Murphy brings a perfect blend of comedy and charisma to Axel Foley. He's funny, he's cool, and he's always one step ahead. It's impossible to imagine anyone else in the role. What makes Murphy's performance so special is its authenticity. He improvised many of his lines. This gives Axel a natural, off-the-cuff feel. Murphy's quick wit shines through in every scene. Whether he's smooth-talking his way past security or cracking jokes with his fellow cops, he's always entertaining. Murphy's performance set a new standard for action comedy leads. His performance in Beverly Hills Cop is truly one for the ages. Beverly Hills Cop wasn't just a hit movie. It was a cultural phenomenon. Its impact reached far beyond the cinema. The movie influenced fashion, music, and even the way people talked. Suddenly, everyone wanted to be as cool as Axel Foley. His Detroit Lions jacket became a must-have item. His quick-witted comebacks were quoted in schoolyards across the country. The movie's soundtrack was a massive hit in its own right. It featured songs by Glenn Frey, Patti LaBelle, and the Pointer Sisters. But it was the instrumental theme, Axel F., that really took off. Composed by Harold Faltermeyer, it became one of the most recognizable movie themes ever. Beverly Hills Cop also changed the action comedy genre forever. Murphy showed that a hero could be funny and still kick butt. Nearly 4 decades after its release, Beverly Hills Cop remains a beloved classic. But why? What gives this movie such staying power? For one, it's just plain fun. The movie's energy is infectious. From the opening car chase to the final showdown, it never stops entertaining. Then there's Eddie Murphy. His performance as Axel Foley is timeless. Murphy's charisma and comedic timing are as effective today as they were in 1984. Axel feels like a real person, not a dated stereotype. His quick wit and street smarts are qualities that audiences still admire. The movie's themes also contribute to its lasting appeal. At its core, Beverly Hills Cop is about an outsider shaking up the system. This is something that always resonates with audiences. The legacy of Beverly Hills Cop extends far beyond its initial release. It spawned 2 sequels, with a 4th installment currently in development. This speaks to the enduring popularity of Axel Foley. Fans just can't get enough of Eddie Murphy's charismatic detective. The fact that Murphy is returning to the role after all these years shows how much the character means to him too. But the movie's influence goes beyond just the sequels. It changed the action comedy genre forever. Many movies have tried to replicate its formula. Few have succeeded. Beverly Hills Cop set the gold standard for blending action and comedy. Thanks to streaming services, younger audiences are discovering Beverly Hills Cop for the first time. Beverly Hills Cop isn't just a great movie, it's a piece of cultural history.